Hello everyone, I'm Dr. David Miller. I'm 60 years old, and I've spent more than 3 decades working with thousands of patients across the United States, especially those over the age of 50. I often tell them, after 60, what weakens your body isn't age, it's the habits you still believe are harmless. And today I want to talk to you about one of the simplest habits of all. Something you probably pour into your cup every morning: milk. For years, we've been taught that drinking milk keeps our bones strong and helps us live longer. I used to believe that too, until I started seeing the opposite in my own clinic. One of my patients, Helen, 68, came to me because her bones were fragile and she was always tired. She told me, "Doctor, I drink milk every day, the low-fat kind. It's good for my heart." But her test results showed something completely different. Her calcium levels were low, and her bones were losing minerals faster than normal. It turned out that the very milk she thought was heart-healthy was actually making her weaker every single day. Have you ever felt tired, achy, or stiff, even though you thought you were eating healthy? The culprit might be sitting quietly in your refrigerator. Recent research shows that certain types of milk can trigger inflammation, raise blood sugar, lower bone density, and even affect memory. We drink it believing we're nourishing ourselves, but in truth, we may be accelerating the aging process. After 60, your body simply doesn't process sugar, fat, and additives in industrial milk the way it used to. That healthy glass of milk might actually be making your bones weaker, your blood sugar higher, and your energy lower. I've seen so many patients like Helen, people who think they're doing the right thing but are slowly harming their health. But this isn't a sad story, because in that same clinic, I've witnessed incredible transformations just by choosing the right kind of milk. Take Robert, 71. After switching to kefir, a natural fermented milk, he came back 3 months later and told me, "Doctor, I'm sleeping better, digesting better, and I can even walk with my grandson every morning." That moment reminded me of something simple yet profound. Not all milk is the same. Some types silently take away your health, while others gently give it back. So today I want to share with you 5 types of milk that can quietly harm your body, and 3 types that can help heal and protect it, especially if you're over 50. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to help you understand your body better, so you can stay strong, sharp, and independent in the most beautiful years of your life. Now, before we talk about what you should drink, let's take a closer look at what you shouldn't. 1. Low-fat milk. The friend that makes you weak. Many people think low-fat milk is perfect after 50, less fat, fewer calories. But the truth is, when fat is removed, so are the vital nutrients, vitamins D, A, E, and K. Without these vitamins, your body can't absorb calcium properly. So even if you drink milk every day, your bones may still weaken and your joints ache. One of my patients, Margaret, 64, was very dedicated to her low-fat milk. But after a few years, her bone density test showed she had less calcium than people who didn't drink milk at all. I told her, "Margaret, your body doesn't need less fat, it needs real nutrition." Flavored milk, the sweet trap. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, they sound delicious, right? But behind that sweet taste is more sugar than a can of soda. 1 cup of flavored milk can contain up to 25 grams of sugar, that's 6 teaspoons. For people over 50, that doesn't just lead to weight gain, it also raises inflammation, blood pressure, and stroke risk. If you've ever felt sleepy, tired, or had a mild headache after a sweet drink, that's your blood sugar spiking, not coincidence. 3. Industrial milk, where nutrition turns into chemicals. Most store-bought milk is ultra-pasteurized at extremely high temperatures to extend shelf life. That process kills both harmful and beneficial bacteria and also alters the milk proteins. Once those proteins are damaged, your body struggles to digest them, leading to bloating, gut inflammation, and nutrient malabsorption. Many people think they're lactose intolerant, but really, their body is reacting to denatured protein in industrial milk. 4. Sweetened condensed milk, a childhood favorite, a senior's enemy. I know many of us love condensed milk in our morning coffee, but just 1 spoonful is 60% sugar. It spikes insulin, damages blood vessels, and accelerates vascular aging, one of the fastest paths to heart disease and stroke. 5. Calcium-fortified milk. More isn't always better. Some brands advertise 30% more calcium, but the type they add, calcium carbonate, is poorly absorbed in older adults. Instead of going to your bones, it builds up in your arteries, increasing your heart risk. Ironically, the bone-strengthening milk might be what's hurting your heart. Now, don't feel discouraged because there are milks that can truly nourish your body from within. 1. Almond milk. Gentle on the heart. Unsweetened almond milk is rich in vitamin E and antioxidants. It reduces inflammation, balances cholesterol, and supports heart health. I often recommend half a glass of almond milk with oatmeal in the morning, light, filling, and stabilizing for blood sugar all day. 2. Kefir, the natural healer. If you struggle with bloating, indigestion, or poor absorption, kefir is a miracle in a glass. It contains over 30 strains of probiotics that help your gut absorb calcium naturally. One of my patients, 72, told me after 3 months of kefir, "Doctor, for the first time in years, my stomach feels calm and I sleep through the night." 3. Oat milk, the midlife ally. Oat milk contains beta-glucan fiber, which helps clean blood vessels, regulate blood sugar, and support brain function. It's smooth, nutty, and kind to your heart, mind, and bones. I always tell my patients, after 50, you don't need to drink more, you just need to drink right. The next time you open your fridge, ask yourself, is this milk nourishing my longevity or quietly taking it away? If you choose right, every sip becomes a promise to care for yourself with wisdom and love. You know, when I was younger, I thought health was automatic. Eat well, sleep well, and you'll be fine. But decades of experience have shown me, health isn't luck, it's built from small daily choices. 1 glass of milk, 1 meal, 1 night of good sleep. They may seem simple, but together they become your vitality, your energy, your joy. I remember an old patient, George, 75, once asked me, "Doctor, is it too late to change my milk now?" I smiled and said, "George, even after winter, the tree still grows new leaves. As long as you're willing, your body can bloom again." 3 months later, he came back stronger, walking with ease and smiling like the morning sun. That's when I realized, positive change always begins with awareness. And if you've watched this far, I know you've already taken that step. So tomorrow, when you reach for your milk, pause for a second and ask, is this really feeding me or draining me? Choose natural. Choose simple. Listen to your body. It always knows what's right. And remember, it's not age that steals your health, but the habits you refuse to change. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, share, and subscribe so we can keep learning how to care for our health together. Because after 50, we're not just living longer, we're living better. I'm Dr. David Miller, and I thank you for spending this time with me. Now raise your glass, and this time, make it a glass that helps you live stronger, happier, and more meaningfully each day. See you in the next video.